Has anyone here played Elden Ring
Oh, God.
this week?
Yeah, he's probably something else.
Apparently we were in doing an open. I blame Ryan.
Can't blame
Hello.
Ryan for something that's definitely your own fault.
Hello and welcome everybody to the apparently the Elden. Has anybody played Elden Ring?
Nope.
No.
Podcast.
I've been watching more videos about it.
But yeah, apparently that intro decided to take over today for our 198th podcast. So hello everybody.
Hi.
Who do we have here today? I guess we got Terry, me. We got
Pretty
this
much-
guy Duncan.
I don't know who
Questionable.
that is.
You don't know who?
That's definitely
It's a stranger.
questionable.
It's a stranger to me.
That's it. I'm not. I'm keeping it. We got Dee down here.
You can't keep it.
I'm keeping it. And then we got
No,
Stefan over that way. Oh,
it's
you can't see my finger. It's
mine.
gone. My finger vanished. But somewhere in that way is Stefan. Hi,
Duncan's
Stefan.
mine. Duncan's mine. You're not having it.
I'm keeping it.
Nope. You're sending us Duncan. We're sending D to you.
Are we trading gingers now?
Oh God, do we have?
Eh, yeah, I don't see why not.
Is that like sex trafficking but with gingers?
It doesn't. Human trafficking doesn't necessarily have to have sex involved. You put that label in there yourself. I don't know why
Yeah.
sex has to be specifically on the table.
Because sex trafficking is like the bigger, more prominent version of it.
I'd
let's-
assume just general human trafficking would probably just be the general thing of
Would have
it.
sufficed. Shit, I've lost track of that shit.
Hey, speaking of international crimes, welcome to the podcast 198.
I said that
Uh,
already, even though it was already screwed up.
I know, and I'm getting us
Duncan's doing
back
it better.
into it.
Yeah.
So here we are now.
Let's talk a little bit more
Entertaining.
positively.
Duncan's
Um,
now the host. Hope you all like it.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna
so
sit back and
we're-
relax.
So we're coming up on our big hot sexy 200 special podcast that some people will probably be on. I'm down to about a coin flip 50-50 because me and Milestone podcast. It's not a great track record
You've been there every time, in spirit.
in spirit. Yes. I may have viewed one possibly.
I don't know if we have
Um,
something special planned. I can't remember, and I don't think Ryan's here to tell us.
Secrets.
Oh, we have secrets planned. Okay, so
Always
nobody
something
knows.
Special.
No one knows what it's like.
No one
What a
knows
podcast.
what it's like.
You know those like weird games that I've done every now and again. We're going to try to do a.
Like has anyone
Aw.
played Elden Ring?
Yeah, there we go. That's the game.
That's a great game.
Yeah.
Every
you
one of us
playing
should
Elden
play
Ring?
Elden Ring.
I'm playing Elden Ring right now.
It's like one of those kids from like really old cartoon commercials. It's like, I'm doing it right now.
We're gonna have one
Oh.
podcast where it says, "Anyone played Elder?" And I'll be like, "I'm just starting it now."
Hashtag Ryan's hidden voice.
I don't know if that's a proper hashtag. I don't think
I,
spra-
there's no
I
spaces.
don't think you can have spaces in
It's
the
just hashtag
hashtags.
Ryan. It's just technically
It's just-
hashtag Ryan.
This is Twitter, man. You gotta save every character. Spaces are a precious commodity.
This is Twitch, not Twitter.
Well, hashtags are Twitter.
Yes.
Oh,
I do hashtags everywhere because I'm the hashtagger. Obviously, that's why I put spaces in my hashtag.
Would you put like hashtag on your?
I
on your
hashtag
tweets?
my hashtags when they're hashtagged.
Can you hashtag a hashtag symbol? Like, is that like if you just have two consecutive hashtags? Is that a valid hashtag?
Well, I'm logged into the Twitter. Should I find out?
Go ahead. Try tweeting hashtag.
Sorry, Ryan, in advance. I'm hashtagging a hashtag.
And just like test, and underneath is just
Nope.
hashtag.
You hashtag and it doesn't do a hashtag. If you hashtag in a letter, it works. But if you hashtag
Okay.
hashtag, actually, hold on. How about if I do hashtag
You can
hashtag
hashtag
and
the
then?
word hashtag.
Oh, you can if you put some sort of character after let's see. Nope, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay, so if you put a single letter or something after the
Oh, I see.
hashtag, it becomes like the first or the second hashtag becomes part of the hashtag. So you could do like hashtag and then hashtag T, and it'd be hashtag T is the hashtag.
So what's the history there about how the number symbol got turned into a hashtag? Like why? What? Because that's what that was, right? Like,
Yeah.
it represents like just the concept of numbers, and this
Or
is
is it
like,
the pound symbol?
or the pound symbol. Like how did that happen? Where does that?
Literally, social media took it. It just happened to be a code, like a symbol that they wanted to use a script to catch and then use for the algorithm to basically be able to find similar. Are you watching ice melt?
No,
Sorry,
I'm
you're
just-
very distracting.
There's always just like floaties in here. I'm like, what is that? Is that water? Is that ice? What is that?
Bugs?
Nah, it's just like every time. I don't know what it is about like ice cube water. Like it's just like there's
Probably
always
small.
shit in it.
It's probably small chunks of ice that have melted off.
As long as it's not like plastic. It's
It could
just
be
like,
microplastics.
Just drink a cup
It
of
could be.
plastic. Delicious.
Larger versions of microplastics. But yeah, basically it was just like a way that they could capture things so that you could make it searchable, quickly searchable. So social media basically added hashtags so you could click on a specific hashtag and see who else is posted with that hashtag. It was just like clicking on someone's name to see what they've posted. It was just another way of capturing certain posts and storing posts as different captures.
Neat.
Yeah, but I don't know why the number symbol. I guess I just figured
No, it's just like we
it
got the
can't
ats-
be.
we
It
got the
can't.
ats for replying with the hashtags for creating topics.
Well, ats are more
It's just
for
like-
characters or people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's for replying. It's for like involving people in conversations.
Yeah,
So it's
I
just
wouldn't.
like
I wouldn't call it replying, but I'd call it tagging.
mentioning. Yeah, tagging. It's like I wonder how different the world would be if we decided that like left bracket was going to be like the new hashtag.
Then
It's
math
like-
equations would be really fucked up.
It's like
I gotta
It's
do my
like-
math on Twitter. Come on, man.
yeah, instead of hashtagging, you just put whatever you want to hashtag in a set of brackets.
Yeah.
That'd be.
Can you help me with this math
alternative.
question? Hashtag. It's just a hashtag. That's not a math question. That's a hashtag. Imagine to the age if that was the truth, because then, like, when you go to school and start to learn math, you're like, "What is this? It's a hashtag. It's not a
Yeah.
math equation. It's a hashtag."
Well, it is interesting that we get new habits forming from all of the youngins who have grown up in a more advanced world than we do. Apparently there's anecdotally there some younger kids, they don't even, when they like mime doing a telephone, they don't do this anymore.
No, they do
like,
this.
Yeah, because this is what phones look like now. They're flat.
You don't hold
Or
on
like-
to it. You
They
don't.
might do like this, where like they're like pointing the speaker at their mouth or something like that. It's like,
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not.
It's like, yeah, we're having an interaction.
How do you pretend you're on the phone? Just a face palm, basically. So, what have you guys been up to?
I just got morally depressed by my ship entering gravity and dying.
Oh, we'll have to build you a new ship.
I don't know where the ship is either.
It's gone.
Ship status gone.
Pretty
That's
much.
unfortunate.
What have you been up to, Duncan? Whoa! Don't do that, computer. Stop that.
Whoa.
My key and just decided to start going crazy on a browser.
Well, what did I do recently? Last week I was out celebrating my recent graduation. Well, a pre-graduation from college.
When you got an interesting phone call or text, I guess.
Well, yeah, I did get that.
I feel bad about that one. You're
Yeah, I mean,
out celebrating.
it was an odd time to get it. Yeah, no, it's just um, I don't know. But do you want to? I don't even know how to break it.
Well, let's
Uh,
just. The reason I missed last week's podcast is because on Sunday when I got home, which is Mother's Day in North America, me and Duncan found out that our grandmother passed away.
yeah, yeah, that happened. It was
So
not. It was an unfortunate timing,
yeah, and then the
and
news didn't get around properly. We got misunderstood from my uncle, who I thought told Duncan's dad, his
and
brother.
it's entirely possible he may have, but it may just not have like spoken out directly. It
No,
might have, like
we think what happened is he told my mother and told my mother to tell your dad later in the day, because your dad
uh,
likes to sleep in, and there's no point waking him up at 3 in the morning to tell him that. It's not going to change the
yeah,
fact. Um,
just
it's just gonna make the day worse, really. But
yeah. I mean, it's a shame that it's a shame because like that would have been like the one day that he would have been up early enough to receive such a call because obviously we had plans and we were getting out pretty early in the morning.
I don't think you're up at 3 in the morning.
Well, not 3 in the morning, but like
Yeah,
but like by like 10 o'clock,
yeah.
like he
But
was
either way,
up out.
the news didn't get to Duncan. I thought it had, so I was checking in with Duncan to see how he was doing, and sent him a message saying, "Hey, so I guess your dad probably told you." And he was like, no, I'm out celebrating." And
Yeah, no,
Awkward.
oh,
it's a bit awkward.
well, hopefully I didn't upset your day too much. But yeah,
No, we got pretty much right back on track. It was just it was a little bit of a speed bump.
yeah, we all expected it. We all knew it was coming.
Yeah,
So
she hadn't been healthy for quite a while. It wasn't like a sudden, like it wasn't like she got hit by a bus or something. Like
yeah,
it was a long time coming, and it just happened
to
at the
be
very
honest,
beginning
she's in a
of the
better
pandemic.
place now,
Honestly,
and
hmm
she's not in. Well, she was in her last little bit of time. She was doing all right. Like she wasn't depressed. She didn't know what the hell was. She didn't know what was what, but she wasn't depressed. But it's nice now that she's no
things are
longer.
things things are
Yeah,
it's a load off of everyone's mind in a lot of
yeah,
ways. No one has to worry about her anymore. It's just it's done. It's over with, and we can
yeah.
move on to the next chapter of our lives.
But it was just bad timing in
Yeah,
general that I sent him the message. It was kind of now in the aftermath. It's a little funny, but
yeah. You got to find the
the
humor in the
silver lining.
situation, I suppose. Um, but enough about us. I
Yeah.
mean, this is a four-man podcast. Steph, would anything exciting happen to you in the last
Well, we sort of
little bit?
skipped over what you did.
Oh well, well, okay. I mean, that's kind of. I mean, I feel like that would kind of filled in my topic for the bit. We could talk about gaming later, but I was just asking Steph about it. What
Okay,
she's been up to.
we'll go about lives first. How about that? What's your
Yeah, there
lives
you go.
been, Stefan?
Lives, bro.
I had last week off work, and it's probably the first time I've had a time off work and actually feel like I've rested.
Are you still working at the hotel? I
Yep.
feel like you switched jobs.
Oh, I got promoted at one point, and I had no support, and so I stepped down.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, that's what I remembered. Are you still working at the same hotel branch? Like same?
Yes.
Okay.
So is that whole like thing you were trying to do before? I don't even remember what the fuck you were trying to do.
Electrician?
Electrician thing is like is that ever happening? Are you still doing
It
that?
should be, yeah.
Should be. You're the only one that's gonna
like,
know.
like
I-
like by this point,
so-
surely it's got to be up to you, right?
Yeah, that's what.
like COVID. Are COVID restrictions still a thing, or
It's more the fact that the company I'm doing it with, a lot of them are retired electricians and that. So a lot of them either full on retired from teaching, so there's like no one to teach, and they have very limited staff now.
Huh.
So it's like, hey,
so? I guess you'll. I mean, so what you'd be having to look at like a different, like somewhere else to finish your education, or
um,
what? What's your game plan?
they've gave me basically because of this, they've gave me an extra. They've added a year on everyone basically to finish off the level 1. After that, you kind of when you will. Well, level 2 electrician. Then you kind of when you will.
Okay.
And what can you do with a level 2 electrician?
A level 2 electrician is basically they can do your lights in your house and shit like that. They just can't take anything from street to house. They just deal with house.
Yeah, you probably can't mess around with the box and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't touch the box downstairs. You can get stuff from the box, let's say to do lights and shit, but you
Yeah,
can't do much.
Any
else.
of the actual built-in circuitry you can modify. You just can't probably add new circuits.
Yes.
Makes
Okay,
sense.
well, I mean, I ask every once in a while because it's like on one hand it's like I don't want to ask you like every 2 weeks. It's like, hey, when are you gonna be an electrician? Or it's like, 'cause I
Yeah,
feel
so you
like
can
I
move
get
to
money
Canada.
eventually.
Move to Canada, come
But
on.
at the same time, it's like it's been something you've been talking about for years now, and I was just like, it seemed like for a long time the excuse was just, it's COVID. You can't get your certification while there's COVID. But now
Well, he
that
just needs to.
restrictions are easing up on that, it's just like I was wondering, like, is this something you're still working towards, or?
He just needs to become an electrician and move to Canada, and then learn a whole new theory on electricians. Because I mean,
Basically just cut all the numbers in half. I mean,
well, most
you
of
got
your fucking electrics there
different plug
are
shape.
most of your electrics there are DC, aren't they?
Or
Yes.
We're all AC.
No, wait,
Yeah, we're all
Everything
AC.
here is AC.
We alternate our currents.
What kind of
Not
plug is on the
this.
back of your computer? How does it plug into your? How does your computer plug into the wall? Like, I'm not
310.
I'm not talking about the pins into the wall. What does the plug look like going into the back of a power supply in the UK? Is it like a triangular plug?
yes. Technically,
Trickle.
we don't actually need it to be triangle.
Yeah, because you're on DC. The reason ours are triangles because it's taking AC to DC. Computers run on DC, but our wall is AC, so it has to convert it.
That still has like a triangle, like
Well, yeah, it'll
So-
still have the 3 prongs because you still need your positive, your negative, and your ground. It'll always have those 3 prongs. I was just wondering how it would work because you're coming in with DC. Like, it'll still have to change the voltage because obviously you don't want. Actually, what voltages do you run there? Is it 220?
don't know.
Too fair.
220 probably ish.
In a normal household, it's too fair.
It's yeah. Well, ours is
Well, through
Actually-
a cable, it's around too fair.
actually that's pretty high.
Are we 120 or something?
Yeah, we're 120 or 240. 240s for like our dryers and like high electric equipment, stoves, stuff like that.
Well, what you do 120.
Yeah, most of our plugs are 120.
Like I said, just cut the numbers in half and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Our
Our
the same thing, right?
our dryers and water heat. Well, actually, water heaters are different. But if you have an electric water heater, it has to be plugged in directly. But our dryers are 240. Our stoves are 240s usually. Just because you need the extra power. Need the power.
What you're saying is that the UK is a great big power sink that just sucking up all the electricity.
That's what scares me. Like, imagine a fucking standard plug is 240 volts. Like, that's terrifying.
BG's 240.
Well, we're like I said, we have 240 plugs, but it's just
Ours
only
is
for
like
specific
240
things,
standard. Yeah, ours is 240 standard.
which is terrifying. Like,
pretty
how does a lamp work? How the fuck does?
Very well. It works very well. That's how it works. You turn on a lamp in the UK, it's just like you have to wear like sunscreen because the fucking like UV rays will just melt your skin.
Like, I know voltage is different from wattage. Like, I understand the difference between voltage, wattage, and amperage, but like, still, I guess it kind of makes sense because the higher voltage you have, the less current you actually need to flow through it. So it takes some of the drain off the system, I guess.
Just the way it's always been.
Yeah. It all depends on what equipment you have, really. Whatever the standard is there, they build the equipment for that. But yeah, imagine if we plugged any of our shit into over there.
Probably.
Oh wait, it just explodes.
It wouldn't work very well.
Yeah.
No, we have to have very special power adapters to that shit.
Well, they have
Take it down.
adapters, but my question is like most adapters are just like a plug that you just plug your plug into. Like that just seems like it would just like
Best thing is, we use a higher voltage, but use more hertz.
Hurts so good.
yeah.
You're 60 hertz, while we're 30. No, we're 50.
Yeah, it's like 25 and 50 something. It's like
I don't know the hertz on ours. I have no idea what the hertz is. Like I only know.
Hertz for Canada 60. Basically, your electricity gets sent
Yeah.
out in like.
I know what a
um,
hertz is. I just have no idea what. I know that, like on a standard. I know the standards for like electronics is anything that the highest wattage of anything that can be plugged into the wall for us is 1500. It can spike above that temporarily, but like if it's going to be long running, it can only go to 1500 watts. So like space heaters and stuff like that, they can only be 1500 watts. Hey, look, we're all technical today. It's a weird
very
technical.
So-
podcast.
Yeah, so you have what we said 120. So you have 120 voltage, but it travels at 60 hertz a second.
So 60 reps, basically. 60 pulses a second. And you do 240 at 50 pulses a second.
Yeah.
Weird.
Can you
Either
imagine-
one,
can you
either one,
imagine-
they're both gonna kill you.
Yeah, alright,
Actually,
yeah.
Ours is less likely to kill you. And I think I told you why ours is less likely to kill you.
Because we'll grip it harder, you'll drop it.
Yeah. That's the whole reason we switched to alternating current is as it pulses between between positive and negative, well, not positive and negative, but as it waves, that inverted will actually make you let go. So it basically shocks you off of it rather than zaps you and you start holding on to it. So we have
Anyway,
but if you go and touch a
Switch between
power
the
line,
crap.
yeah, if you go and touch the fucking main or something like that, you're gonna it's gonna go right through your heart and screw up your whole heart rate. So it would be
I've been sent across the room before by electric.
Hey, when I was young, I stuck a screwdriver to the back of a light switch, and I'm surprised that didn't fucking shock me. A big fucking fireball came out of my face, big fucking giant spark, but I survived. Didn't even get.
I decided to when I was about 8, something like that. I decided I know how to wire a lamp. I wired it wrong, plugged it in, and I got sent across the room and power went out in the house.
Wah, wah. Yeah, I don't fuck with. I learned that I don't fuck with.
That hurt.
I don't fuck with electric anything more than 12 volts. I'll fuck with electric on a car, but that's as far as I go.
Electricity is fucked, man.
It really
It
is.
It is invisible. It travels at a fraction of the speed of light, and it can kill you.
A high
instantly.
fraction of the speed of light.
Yes. It moves instantaneously. It is invisible, and it can kill you. It is like the it is like the number one thing not to fuck with ever. Like fire is by several orders of magnitude much safer to work with than electricity.
Yeah, because you can see it.
And you can potentially get away from it.
Yeah.
You can't get away from electricity.
No, because
By the time you know
technically,
it's there, it's currently destroying you.
well, actually, question: do you know how electricity works? The basics is it's the movement of electrons, but electrons don't really travel per se. They sort of just go back and forth. It's actually the magnetic fields around you that's causing it. The magnetic fields force the electrons to move. So technically, you're surrounded by electricity all the time.
Oh, so what you're saying? Oh, that's why I don't know how electricity works. 'Cause I don't know how magnets work either.
Exactly.
That's just
It's
that's-
magic.
It's
Well,
magnets.
technically,
It's magic.
technically we are
Magic.
bioelectric.
What's that?
Technically, we are sort of bioelectric.
Yeah. Our body does produce its own electric. Every organism produces some sort of electric current of sorts.
Some more
Actually,
than others.
yeah.
Looks at eels.
Electric eel
bugs.
that literally can shock you in the water. Like, not even touching it, they can just shock the water enough to hurt you. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Hmm.
Like, they can put so much electric into the water that it'll hurt you just being close to it.
Well, it's like lightning. Well, the production of lightning anyway. It's ridiculous.
Million
The power.
volts. Yeah, a million volts.
Well, that's a very small lightning.
Yeah.
No, do you not hear about the lightning strike? Lightning strike that hit. I think it was somewhere in the UK or Ireland, where they only know lightning struck there because they found a load of dead corpses of deer.
Oh no, the deer. Bambi.
That's fucked.
They didn't even know lightning hit that area, and then when someone was hiking, they just found a field just full of dead deer.
Burnt, crispy deer.
Not even burnt or crispy or anything, just dead.
Yeah, I guess because even if it hits the ground near you, just the
Yeah.
fucking instant.
Because the floor they were on was a bit rocky in that, and it had iron through it. So when the lightning hit it, it's just gone right through and
That's a
killed
bad
them all.
time.
Yeah.
The electricity. I mean, it just goes in. It just turns you off. Like
Yeah.
it just disables you, as an organism.
Hi, Amber.
It's just slash kill. That's it. That's the whole thing.
Basically, yeah.
But yeah, electricity, fun times. Why mum's? Well, there's a story about why mum's freaks out if you go anywhere near electrics.
Because you like blew up the house almost.
No, it wasn't me. Her sister died of it.
Eh.
She tried to repair the TV and the coil inside the
Yeah.
CRT.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't fuck with anything over like 12 volts. Because even a car battery hurts, man. It's 12-volt battery, but it's got a lot of amperage behind it. You don't want to fuck with that.
Actually, yeah, it does hurt.
Most car batteries got like 800 cranking amps, man. That's fucking mean. You know how much amps it takes to kill a person?
Like a quarter of one.
Exactly. Less than one can kill you. And it's got 800 of those motherfuckers in a little tiny fucking battery. It's just, you have to be really unlucky for lower voltage to actually kill you because it doesn't. Your resistance, your natural resistance will protect you for the most part. Higher voltages will go through anything, including resistors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll just blow them.
Any sort of resistance, it doesn't care if once you get to a high enough voltage.
Even rubber's got its limits.
Every single
High limit.
every single item, technically electricity can go through it. It's just whether or not the resistance is high enough.
Well, it's like they say about fire. It's like fire. Everything is fireproof until it isn't. Electricity is the same. It's like
Is it fireproof to go through the sun? Actually, the sun's not on fire.
Plus, isn't it?
The sun is not on
Helium.
fire.
It's just hydrogen and
Come on,
helium.
carry on.
How can the sun be on fire? What does fire need? There's two basic resources that fire needs. Fuel
Oxygen.
and oxygen.
yeah,
And there is no oxygen on the sun. Oxygen would literally get burned
Not
away.
on the sun or around it. or
It would
anywhere near it.
it would literally get burned away. That's how hot the sun is. The oxygen would burn before it got there. Literally, it's just hydrogen fusing with itself. It's so much pressure that the hydrogen is fusing together.
Into helium. Slowly.
No, not into helium.
Thought it did.
Nope.
Hydrogen. That's what
Helium?
is.
Helium is lighter than hydrogen. Or no, it's not actually. Helium is.
and
You're
it's-
right. Helium is the next one up.
It's
You're
like
right.
It's like that. It's like that ain't it, son.
I had them backwards. Yeah.
It
They
goes
both start with an H. Shut up. My brain said H. No. But yeah, maybe it's
Because hydrogen is 1, helium is 2. That's how you know.
Yeah,
It fuses together, so that's why it expands.
yeah.
What's after that? What is 2? What is 2 plus 2 equal? On this,
Wait, what
from
is
a
it?
scientific standpoint.
Well, technically,
Well, 3
there's.
is carbon.
I was gonna say there's technically carbon after that.
Yeah, carbon's 3.
Carbon's actually.
Well, that would only happen if they fused helium in hydrogen. I don't know if that works out. What happens when helium squishes with helium?
Well, the downside is like a lot of the times, like the sun's gonna get bigger, but then it's gonna get very small. It's all gonna compact onto itself, and I think literally what like neutron stars and stuff like that is like I don't think it really technically turns into helium. I think it's more along the lines of like literally just neutrons and protons getting jammed together. It's just like it's not even an element anymore because we can't get close enough to
It
the.
is helium. Like, I mean, we have shit. Like, we have scopes that can like detect this shit. Like, we.
It's releasing helium, so some of it is getting turned into helium.
Oh, yeah.
But what's a black hole? Black holes are supermassive stars that have collapsed in on themselves.
Well, I mean, black holes are they're the same as any other matter. It's just so dense that light can't escape.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But what kind of matter is it? We have no idea because nothing
Let's just-
escapes.
Well, it's yeah. I mean,
I
it's
love
the same.
the fact
It's the same as
we've
everything
become a
else.
science channel.
Yeah, we are turning into the science channel.
Yeah.
But I thought we were a gaming channel.
Well, I mean, no, we can't know. Yeah, obviously we can't the exact composition of a black hole, but I mean, like they're made of stars. They're made of the same shit that stars are made of.
Yeah, but what would they
That's what are.
consider it as an element? What would they just?
Literally, it's exactly the same stuff as that stars are made of. There's literally chemically, physically no difference. The only difference is the density. The light prevents you from seeing what it is. Like if I, like you know, like if you shot me with like some kind of electron microscope, you could see what I was made of. But if I just like put on like a lead apron, you wouldn't be able to see me anymore. I'd still be made of the same shit. There'd just be a thing in the way that makes you couldn't see me. That's just all it is.
Yeah, but I was just saying like when the two hydrogens combine into a helium,
Yes.
once the pressure gets so high, everything's going to get compressed together. I'm trying to say, what is the end product? What would be the end product?
Bigger,
A brick.
bigger, denser materials.
I'm guessing we just haven't. I bet you there's
Probably
something.
don't know it.
Yeah, we probably don't know it because we can't study it.
I'm sure someone knows exactly how this shit works, and we all look extremely.
Well,
silly
no,
right
we
now.
have almost nothing, no information on a black hole because literally nothing comes back from a black hole. We can only speculate that it's like a singularity in the middle.
Actually, not entirely true. Somewhat the Hawking radiation.
Yeah, Hawking
does.
radiation does come out. Yes, you're right.
So yes, some shit does escape from black holes.
But
it just takes a while.
Yeah.
Plus, we already kind of know how this works because the reason we have denser materials in the universe is because old ass fucking stars from trillions of years ago have already exploded and made the materials
That's true.
the worlds are made of. That's it just kept squishing things down and then eventually exploded and
making
It
random
depends on-
planets.
Yeah.
And
Depending
that's
on the
where we are
size and
now.
heat and
Yeah.
depending on the size and
Thanks,
heat and
carbon.
and what's
what it is.
available. Yeah, what's available.
That's why it creates some
Shout out
crazy
to
space
carbon,
dust.
one of the better inventions of the early stars. Literally the reason we're alive.
Yep. Carbon-based life form
But,
here. Anybody else? Anybody else a carbon-based
up.
life form?
I don't
Yeah.
think.
No.
I don't think Steph's carbon based. I think he's
No.
like.
Look at him.
I think he's helium based for sure.
Yeah,
right?
he's got to be helium-based. He's always hi.
But
He actually has to like tie like weights around his ankles so that he doesn't take off in the middle of the podcast.
So should we actually start talking about games? So I guess we're a gaming
Video
podcast.
games. We did do that. We have played some video games, right?
Well, two of our members
we
are
do-
playing video games right now. I think.
I got to Earth and I've just been demoralized and give up.
Yeah.
I tried
You
to find my
can't
ship and I
prove
can't find it.
nothing.
I don't know what Stefan's doing. I don't want to. I can't open Discord right now.
Playing TFT.
Tufta. I think Ryan's playing Tufta with him.
No, he's playing Arrow.
What a racist! That's
What a
right.
bunch of
Our
people.
leader is a racist. All hail the racist.
The truth does come out.
And that's just a joke. Don't
think
take
we're
it
all being
serious.
evil
It's
too.
like-
Don't take it
it's
serious, world.
Yeah.
None of us like racism.
Yeah. It's stinky. It smells like poopy.
Yes,
Get your-
Duncan says
get your
poop.
Get your stinky duty racism out of here. Fuck.
So,
Man. Yeah. Hey, I played a video game.
what game did you play?
Speaking of science, oh my god, this ties in so perfectly to this
Woo!
space discussion we've had. I played a game called Terraforming Mars.
I've actually looked into that. How is that game?
If you like resource management games that are space themed and you like card games, you probably like Terraforming Mars because that's the simplest version of it. It's just like it's just a resource management game. It's like if Factorio was like a card game.
I've played quite a bit of.
basically-
I've played quite a bit of resource management games. So
So essentially, it's just like you're playing as different corporations that are attempting to collectively terraform Mars, but you're trying to do so at a profit, essentially.
So you're
Basically-
Elon Musk.
Yeah, basically, yeah, absolutely. Elon Musk is going to be one of the CEOs of these companies. So essentially, there are 3 terraforming goals that you're working towards. You got to raise the temperature, the average temperature to 14 degrees Celsius. You got to raise the oxygen density to about 14%, and you got to have at least 9 ocean tiles on the map. Once you do all that, the game is effectively over. But it's not cooperative; it's competitive. You basically are trying to make it so that by the time that happens, you have the most points, that you have made the most. You've been the best company.
So it's almost cooperative, but because like you
Yeah.
all push towards that, you just want to make sure that you're the
One ahead.
you're the business on top.
Yeah, rather than think of it as a cooperative game, you can think of it as more of like a cat and mouse type situation, where essentially, like you're both going to you're all going to be, gradually pushing towards terraforming Mars, no matter what you do, but you can either push harder towards terraforming Mars or back off, depending on whether or not you think you've got the advantage or whether you need more time to get set up.
Okay.
So that's the idea, is like you want to time your the terraforming of Mars to coincide with you having
How
the
many
most points.
people play together at a time?
I don't know what the limit is. I've done as many as 4. I think you can have more than that. I'd have to look it up. I don't know what the exact player limit is.
Well, we're all playing sort of sciencey games then, I guess.
Well, I started trying to hit the reason why I went to get for my ship hit out of gravity was to get some silicon.
Well, let's rewind that a little bit because we missed a few words in that sentence. So, as I don't know if who's in the podcast last week. It was Ryan and Darius.
Yes.
Okay, so then, as of 2 weeks ago, when I was last at the podcast, I told you that I got the graphics card, and I got my 3070 Ti, and that it runs games better. I hadn't really got to.
Terry, give me.
No. It's shiny, but no. So I had tried a few games, but I hadn't really started playing anything. But I said I had played Space Engineers. I said I had played Grand Theft Auto, and I had played Minecraft. Minecraft ran like shit still because Minecraft is gay. Oh, and I tried Ark. So Ark ran beautifully at max graphics. Space Engineers ran beautifully at max graphics. Grand Theft Auto ran beautifully at max graphics. Minecraft ran like shit. Go figure.
Minecraft.
Yeah. Bad coding, I guess. Just not optimized very well. So, since then, I ran my Linux server to try to play Space Engineers,
Yeah,
and
that was fun.
that was bullshit. Apparently, my Linux server is having internet issues. Its network driver or something is being retarded and giving us massive rubber banding problems. Literally, it's dropping packets every few seconds, and we all rubber band back constantly, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
basically
you even
unplayable.
experienced it for a change.
Yeah, I'm
'cause you
local.
came to it.
I'm literally 1 millisecond, less than a millisecond delay between that server. It's literally standing right beside my computer, and I was rubber banding. It's the network driver or something's having problems. So since that week, we rented a server for Space
Sorry,
Engineers,
Yeah, you have anyway.
and I moved. Yeah, and we moved the world over because we had done some stuff on it, but it was just not pleasant. It was really pain in the ass to do anything when you're constantly rubber banding back. Um, so we rented a server, and that's our space adventures. Danny went off on a space adventure, literally flew up into space with
I
his
took a
jetpack.
hydrogen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've literally just took a hydrogen bottle, and I eventually managed to get a space station that I nicked off pirates.
Yeah,
I pirated the pirates.
he pirated the pirates by jetpacking into space. Whereas I played the opposite of going crazy robotics on planet. Basically, I built giant base drills.
Failed.
Do you know that thing that I was building last night, Terry, with you?
Yeah, the automatic welder.
I've done so much, but I kind of need to do.
You need my tech support.
Yeah, because it's getting to the point now that the welder's getting stuck as it turns around.
So then it's
I need to move the welder back.
Yeah, which means you'll probably have to add
Um,
more pistons.
And more route. I need the but I did build on that 10x10 platform that I did. Like just block. I've built the underneath and I've built what I want on top, but I ran out of resources to build it.
Yeah, that sounds like a mining issue problem. Got to get
And
mining,
my
bro.
miner, as I was trying to setting up the podcast, my little miner has run out of energy and I don't know where it is. I know it entered gravity.
Traveling towards gravity, which means if it's out of energy, traveling towards gravity, there's only one outcome. Even if you don't know where it is, there's only one outcome.
It's A, deleted from the world, or B, it's a crater somewhere.
It wouldn't have been deleted from the world until after it became a crater.
So there might be a crater.
There is a third option. It could have just, burned up in the atmosphere and effectively
Doesn't work like that.
been deleted in that capacity.
Yeah, luckily this game doesn't have atmosphere. Well, it has atmospheres, but there's no burning up, which is kind of nice.
You're in a spacesuit and you can somehow
That is what happens
escape.
to
Yeah.
most real world debris. Most of the time it doesn't make it to the Earth.
Yeah, unless it's like titanium or something.
Or just really, really fucking big.
Yeah. But yeah, in this game
but
you can
it doesn't
jump
have
off.
burning up.
Yeah, in this game you can jump off a space station and use your jetpack to get down to the planet.
Well, you could actually just free fall. You can literally jump off the space station, enter gravity,
I know
and
how
just free
Felix
fall.
Baumgartner's gonna get his record back now.
There you go.
Just fucking nosedive up the International Space Station with a jetpack.
It's just basic, yeah. And once you hit the your jetpack like enough to lower your velocity to safe limits, you can actually just survive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've built the bottom floor. Well, got the design for the bottom floor anyway of my mega ship.
The mega ship. Yeah,
Well,
unfortunately that
it's gonna be
welder is
like-
not going to be very good for a mega ship until that kind of a welder is sort of better for small ships. It's not better for large scale. Like I understand why you want to use the station resources to weld, but
Yeah.
I think you're better off getting a tugboat and just flying having a static welder and flying your oversized ship close to the welder and welding up the parts.
But yeah, I just need to.
Hi, Sapphire, fading in and out.
We just need to basically. It's more. I need technical help with that at some point.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
And my ship's dead again. That's the third one. The first one entered gravity. The second one's just floating in space or been deleted by now.
That's okay. I broke Stefan's rover ship thing.
And the third one has now entered gravity because it's run out of juice.
That's okay.
And
I
you
broke
said-
Stefan's pretty ship that he wanted to build.
Well, no, you said about why don't you just use the thing to try and get like turn around? It ran out of electricity trying to do that, and that's when it entered gravity
Whoop.
because it was missing downward thrust.
Yeah, that's never a good thing. So Stefan, what have you been playing?
Space engineers.
Woo! We've all been playing space stuff.
I did play. Oh, yeah.
Terry taught me how to space engineers, and now he's not made me happy.
Yeah, because I broke his ship. Did you see Did you see the wind turbine farm that I made to give us power?
Yeah,
What do you think? Do you like the idea of it?
I still want the tower.
Tower? There's decoys on that. There's lightning towers on it.
I still blame you.
There's lightning towers. There's lightning attractors on it.
But on GTA, I did buy the new businesses.
You bought the new businesses on GTA?
Yeah. Well, I found out after we did that other one where you got Franklin. The underground racing circuit's got one too.
Franklin or Dr. Dre? It's all about Dr.
No.
Dre, bro. Oh no, he was just one of the people that we were helping.
He
Yeah,
was the
Dr. Dre.
contractor.
Yeah, Dr. Dre
Franklin's
is in
the-
this game.
Franklin's your silent partner. Well, you're the silent partner to Franklin,
Yeah,
and he contracts Dr. Dre that gives you the missions.
yeah.
You get a mill every time you do that.
Oh. I want
At
$1
the
million.
end.
Duncan, pay me $1 million.
No.
Oh.
Don't
Why
you?
did
No,
Duncan? Why did Duncan go blurry?
But no, the
Okay.
other one is
'Cause I moved, it's your
the-
fault.
Okay.
What stuff?
Pay me $1 million?
I don't. Can we talk
You're
later? I don't
you're a
know how-
businessman. Figure it out.
corporate
Listen,
espionage.
if I had $1 million that I could afford to give to everyone here, I would do it.
Okay,
I don't
you
have
asked for it.
$1 million.
If I had $1 million, if I
don't know,
had
we're
$1
Canadian,
million
but we're still gonna
dollars.
get copyright strike for the music. So
My
What- no,
voice isn't that
what is it?
close to the original. Oh, Stefan doesn't want to listen anymore.
Oh, yeah. There was
it's gonna
a
look so much smaller without the headphones.
well, the other one,
Stefan has a small head. Stefan has a small head.
but no, the other thing that I found with the other one is you buy an auto body shop. With from the LS Underground racing circuit.
Well, that's just
Right.
right. Okay, I was gonna say like Ripperino.
But no, the LS Underground's got a racing circuit, and you buy a body shop, and you do like little heists, and you can repair cars. The legit part is repairing the cars and selling them, getting them back to the dealer. The illegitimate stuff is doing one-off heists that are in 3 pieces. So like 2 setups and a finale.
Okay. Does anybody here know what Epic Mealtimes is?
This is a YouTube channel that's existed for many years. I haven't watched anything.
I haven't watched anything, but one of the like gaming news articles is about Epic Mealtimes. I know the other guy, but
Alright, who did he touch?
no, Epic Mealtimes.
It's a cooking show.
Well, apparently there's a guy named Harley or a girl. Is it a guy or a girl? It's a guy
Oh.
apparently. Sapphire's answering in the background.
Ryan Castle's the guy, yeah.
So yeah, there's a guy named Harley, and he apparently challenges Dr. Disrespect to a fight.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, for God's sake! More YouTubers want to punch each other. It's like get off of it already.
Yeah, sorry. I just seen this image of Dr. Disrespect going and showing off his muscles. I'm like, what the hell is this? But yeah, apparently Harley has challenged him to a fight. I don't know if it's like amateur boxing to raise money for charity. So they're gonna raise.
Does that say? Because there's one here saying, a video 2 weeks ago by Epic Mealtime, learning how to box.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I've never seen any of their content, but if my mental image of this Epic Mealtime guy is like I imagine him being a large person. So I don't know. There might be might have the beef behind him. No pun intended.
I don't know.
Well, good for them. I hope they have a wonderful time watching each other for charity.
Concussion,
Who needs them?
brain hemorrhage, death. Awful.
But yeah, that's an interesting. It's just very interesting. Weird. But yeah, it popped up on my news, and I thought that was kind of interesting.
Mm.
Isn't there a PS5? Like PS5's a thing, right?
Yes,
I'm not crazy.
Yes.
So
they got released with the
why
new
is
Xbox,
why is the PS4 getting a system update then?
'cause the system support
Because
still
they
not out.
still support the PS4.
Why would they support something that's old?
'Cause the
Because they know
PS5 is
still a
widely
lot of people that still use it.
No,
and
it's
the PS5
old.
And the PS5 is still hard to get hold of.
Yeah, you can't buy the PS5 for well, you
If
can.
they're
but it's-
supporting it, it's because it's profitable to do so. That's why.
The PS5 's still like it's like the graphics cards are just hard to come by.
No, the reason the PlayStations are being bought out is because of the PlayStation graphic cards.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's a fan made map. I thought GTA 6 released what their map was gonna be, but no, it's a fan made. It's a concept
I
map.
think GTA 6 at this point is gonna be like Half-Life 3.
What do you mean? Oh, never happened. No, they literally said when GTA 5 came out that they were just gonna throw out updates for this. They weren't gonna make a new version. So I'm surprised that they ever even went to GTA 6. But I think they've gotten to a point now where to really get with the times, because all they want to do now is make the graphics better.
Mhm.
But to try to make the graphics better on a game that's already produced takes a lot of recoding. They'd
It'd
have
be
to
easier
go.
just to
Yeah, it'd be easier to make a new game with updated graphics.
Yeah, they did do that with when they went from the
like
PlayStation
3.
3 to the 4.
Yeah.
And Xbox 360 to the Xbox to the Xbone.
But yeah,
It's
so
just-
it'd be
yeah,
kind of neat.
It's,
It looks like I don't know if it's what the map's actually going to look like, but
well, probably not. I'm gonna go on a limb and say probably not.
it would be kind of neat.
Even if it was gonna look like that, it ain't anymore.
Well, no, but it would be kind of neat because this is the first time it'll be two separate islands.
Mm.
So like there's a small island that you'd have to actually take a boat or a plane to, or a helicopter.
Well, there is an island like that in GTA 5.
No, but this is like a pretty large island. It's not just like small little missions.
Yeah, they compete. The thingy heist.
Yeah, that's
Wasn't GTA 4 like a series of connected islands?
no, but like I said, these are not connected. Like the only way to get to the island, there's no bridge. You would have to fly or boat to it.
It would be nice to have separate, but
Like unless there's an underground, but I doubt it because it's a pretty big gap between them. But I think that'd be kind of neat to have like an island that you can't bring your personal vehicles and stuff to. Like you'd have to bring something from the map, like a boat. Like, well, I guess you can have your own if it's like GTA 5 where it's online and stuff. You can have boats and stuff like that of your
Well,
own.
how they do the hero heist is you take off from LSIA, arrive at the island, do your shit on the island, and then get booted back. Its own island with the mansion and the guard and everything. After you've done the setup quest.
Yeah. Anybody else have any news? Anything that's spiked your guys' interests in the last week or in the upcoming week? Any games coming out that you guys can think of?
Oh God, I have
I
no
noticed
idea.
It's made me want to get a new game.
What was that, Stefan?
Lions made me want to get a new game.
What game do you want to get?
The game he started streaming this morning.
What game did he? I missed that stream earlier. What game did he start streaming?
Hold on. I don't know where to find it on the goddamn thing.
It should be on our
Another-
Twitch.
I know Ryan, not Ryan. Matt, Chris, and Hannah are playing the new Vampire Bloodline.
I seen them playing Avorion the other week.
I liked Bloodline Masquerade. The first Vampire game was quite good. So the new Vampire game might be quite fun.
I need to stop using this gaming website. Apparently, I think Dr. Disrespect is funding this website because every like third ad is about Dr. Disrespect. But apparently, he's back on Twitch thanks to a Fortnite ad. I don't know.
This might be a Fortnite ad.
Fortnite. Is this the game? Euden Chronicle Rising.
Chronicle Rising, Stefan?
Euden Chronicle Rising.
What?
Was it
Is that
Chronicle Rising or something? Euden Chronicle Rising.
Euden.
Probably. Yes.
That's a word. That
To be
is
honest,
written.
I forgot I was looking it up and my Steam won't open, so it was annoying me.
Sledgehammer. All right. Well, if nobody else has any news, and I'm running out of news because all my news has been flooded with Dr. Disrespect.
Well, you clicked on Dr. Disrespect thing. It's like now the algorithm thinks
Now
that's
it
all you
owns
care
you.
about.
Yeah, he owns me now. So,
Well,
I
it's
am,
like when you go and buy something on Amazon, right?
or
It's
talk
like
about buying something.
Yeah, and it's just all of a sudden like you just see a bunch of recommendations for buying more of that thing. And
Hey,
sometimes
you're
that's
interested in this?
and sometimes that's useful where it's like, oh, I bought these headphones, and it's just like, hey, we've got a bunch of other ones you could have a look at and be like, oh, that's all right.
I just got a headphones. I don't need another headphones.
But it's just like it's like oh, I bought a refrigerator on Amazon, and all of a sudden it starts recommending you other refrigerators, to add to your refrigerator collection that you're starting.
No, what usually happens to me is I buy something, and then you get an ad for either the one that you were looking for, or a slightly better version of what you have, or a better sale. It's just like, you asshole, you asshole.
I don't know if this is.
Why have you done this?
I don't know how thingy this is, but apparently there was a mass shooting in New York that was planned on Twitch and Discord
Whoa.
in New York. Yeah.
Yeah, there was that thing. It was streamed on Twitch. It wasn't gaming related. That was just where they streamed it.
That's disgusting. People are disgusting.
People, I mean, it's
New
not
York
even
Buffalo.
new at this point. That's just people just like live streaming them being, terrible people because.
Was it the people that
What
were
else are you
actually
gonna do as
doing
well?
it, live streaming it, or was it just people like?
Yeah, no, they had a webcam on it, on their helmet or whatever that was streaming what they
Mental
were
health
doing.
awareness people. Some
yeah.
people need to be able to find out how to get help. So
But yeah,
Yeah,
apparently,
and
yeah.
some people need to be confined, like preemptively, as also.
Like
know,
that one.
yeah,
Yeah, like me,
yeah,
especially.
like the one up there.
And that one.
You're pointing the wrong way.
Oh my
That
god,
way.
he's
That
turning
way.
into his Minecraft character.
Yeah, he's slowly fading into his Minecraft character.
But yeah, that's yeah. I just tried to find gaming news and that popped up.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. All right. Well, anyways,
I guess that's as good as it's gonna get then.
yeah. Let's move on, and
Yeah.
we'll end the podcast there on kind of a disgusting, sad note. But
Hey, you know what's not a sad note? Check this shit out.
Amber, happy dog, very blurry happy dog.
Yeah.
Where's
I want to match.
where's the Lily? Lily needs to stick her head up. Lily, who's that, Lily? Lily, no, you're gonna look this way. Hey,
Come here.
this way.
Who's
There we go.
Who's this?
Come here.
Yay,
Come
dog,
closer.
make
Uncle
everything
Stefan,
better.
look at-
There we go. Look,
What's that?
look here. Why is it blurry? It shows her whole body, but not her face. What the hell?
Lily did not sign the paper that allows you to use her
To
likeness
use her
Yeah.
likeness.
on live stream. So
You can
I
only use her
figured it
body.
out.
All right. If you like what you see, everybody, like, follow, share, subscribe, send us some comments. Audio versions. Wait, damn it, camera. Audio version. Audio versions are available everywhere you get podcasts. So you can hear audio versions of this anywhere you
Maybe
go.
even some places that you don't.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. You don't know.
Do you know what I've just realised?
What do you know? What did you realize?
I've been hearing you all multiple times because I never muted the stream.
Well, luckily I'm not hearing multiple times, so it's constantly looping through the whole stream, because that would have been bad. The whole audio version of this. Oh, Danny blurred himself finally.
Yeah.
But yeah, take care, everybody, and we'll see you next week on Sundays now. Bye!